Welcome back to Reactions, and today we're reacting to everything you missed in Taylor Swift's Willow video, Pop Culture Decoded. So this video looks super interesting to check out. Very probably recommended, and some people have been recommending it. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe button, click the like button, let me know what you guys want to see next in the comment section below. You can go check out my reaction to the Willow music video if you haven't already. Check out my full album reaction, uncut, to the Evermore on YouTube channel if you haven't already, and then check my Patreon if you want to support channel further and get some bonus Taylor Swift content if you would like to. And yeah, I'm super excited to check this out. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Taylor Swift dropped a music video for Willow, the lead single off her surprise 9th studio album Evermore. The magical music video is full of Easter eggs and references, so let's dive in. The video begins exactly where we left off with Cardigan, immediately tying Evermore to its sister album Folklore. The camera pans outward and we can see a golden string across Taylor's lap. The string is a reference to the Folklore track Invisible String, and is the narrative plot device from a Folklore lyric she mentioned the Willow video would follow. Just like the golden pixie dust in the video for Cardigan, this golden string takes Taylor on a journey back through the piano. Taylor steps through the piano and into an enchanted forest, which seems familiar. This could be the reference to the Folklore track Exile and its lyric, "I think I've seen this film before," since it duplicates the storyline of the Cardigan music video. In the YouTube premiere chat before the video's release, Taylor noted that Willow would feature scenes referencing Exile as well as the Folklore songs Mirrorball, Seven, and Mad Woman. She also told fans that there's a scene in the video to represent each season. With the red fallen leaves surrounding the lake, it looks like this scene represents fall.
That's
and she
so
dropped at least
cool.
one more Easter egg for this scene on Twitter a week before the video's release. We see Taylor staring at a reflection.
Oh my, literally, dude, she was literally right in front of everyone. Throw herself in the base of a willow tree, but dude, why? She literally just plays with people, bro. She really does play with people.
Before the video's release. We see Taylor staring at a reflection in the water. It's the face of Taeyuk Lee, a dancer from Taylor's Red Tour. Here, he's playing a love interest she can't.
That's so cool that like how long this guy's like been like with her and like on her team, that like on the Red Tour, and now he's like in the music video playing this character. That's actually so cool, like how long he's been with her. That's really cool.
Reach. While the video depicts a couple apart, the lyrics here are similar to ones from Cruel Summer, which is thought to be about the early stages of Taylor's relationship with Joe Alwyn, her current boyfriend and album co-writer. This could mean that Willow is one of the few autobiographical songs on Evermore, especially since two of the video thumbnails for Willow's premiere show Taylor at what eagle-eyed fans identify to be Willow Lake Trail in Utah, which is where she and Joe reportedly vacationed back in August. Meanwhile, in the video, Taylor dives into the water to follow the string to the next scene.
That's such a cool shot, by the way.
We see younger versions of Taylor and Taeyuk playing in a tent. The scene is an obvious match to the song Seven, in which Taylor muses over her and a childhood friend's lost innocence. Since this scene matches up with Seven, it could also be the one that represents summer to correlate with the Seven lyric, "Sweet tea in the summer." The scene also depicts a line from the Lover track, "It's nice to have a friend." Sleeping in tents, it's nice to have a friend.
Oh my dude, there's so much that I didn't even, there's just, dude, she's the queen of Easter eggs. There's literally so much that you don't even like, that you just don't even realize. Like, I even listened to I don't even know the Lover, all this stuff. That's insane how much his stuff just is within a 3-minute and 30-second video. You won't even think it. You won't even think it.
Cat's Cradle, a reference to Taylor's not-so-subtle love for cats. We hear Taylor sing "Head on the Pillow, I Can Feel You Sneaking In." The lyric calls back to similar ones from her 2017 song Delicate, another track thought to be about Joe. Both Willow and Delicate seem to describe how anxiety can sneak into your mind at the start of a new relationship. The younger Taeyuk suddenly disappears, leaving young Taylor to continue following the string. As she gets up to leave, we see a toy train, which nods to an upcoming lyric in the song, "You know that my train could take you home."
I didn't even realize that. Oh my god.
And adult Taylor steps out onto what appears to be a stage. Except instead of a stage, she enters a glass box. Taylor begins performing while observing happy couples blissfully in love. No one pays attention to Taylor. This scene appears to represent the track Mirrorball from Folklore, which is about performing for others in an effort to keep their attention, and also reflects Taylor's role as a performer who has to constantly reinvent herself. Taylor is performing in what looks like a circus. This could be referencing another Mirrorball lyric, where Taylor sings about how they called off the circus, but she's still trying everything to keep you looking up. Taylor's also wearing
I think that's like, in my opinion, like this is probably like the most powerful and my favorite scene in the entire music video. Her kind of just like in this glass box performing for like all these happy couples. Like I think this is probably the most powerful scene. I think one of my favorite scenes I've seen in a music video, because it's just so complex with so many different reasons of her being like a performer, like the video talks about, and her kind of just being in this glass box you can't escape. You're kind of just trapped in it because she is like Taylor Swift. I think it's so well done. It's just so powerful looking at her in this glass box. It really is.
Headpiece and lacy dress seen in her teaser posts. Her outfit, as well as the backdrop featuring greenery, seem to hint that this scene represents springtime. During the music video's YouTube premiere chat, Taylor also shared that one of the music video scenes represents how she feels about fame, and this appears to be it. While still inside the box, Taylor makes eye contact with Taeyok, who walks towards the box but can't reach her. She then tries to exit the box, but finds that she's trapped inside. This could be Taylor sharing that once you're famous, it's impossible to have any privacy or return to a normal existence, and all this can make it difficult to find love.
That's actually so depressing. Like that's like what so many celebrities go through, is like it's almost impossible to actually have like relationships once you get to that point. Like it just like, you know, a lot of the reasons, you know, you can't trust the person because I don't like what are their true intentions, and then the other half is just there's no privacy, and just like fans and haters and just the media and how they just talk about the relationship, and if you're doing this, and just a lot of the other people just can't handle that. I don't know, you just can't handle that. You're literally dating someone that's just above everything. Like I don't know how, you know, Joe, that's like a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure for just the normal person, and it takes a lot of like love, and it takes a lot of, but I think every relationship takes a lot of just giving up something to be with that person. I hope Joe is that person that can, you know, he'll have to give up a lot of what probably his normal life to be with her. And I think, you know, hopefully, you know, he feels like that's the right choice for him. I think that's really cool.
This scene
they've lasted pretty long already,
braided
so
hair, exactly how it appears on the Evermore album cover.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
For her AMA Artist of the Year award at the end of November.
Oh, I didn't even realize that either.
The first Easter egg she dropped about the existence of Evermore. Taylor's braid could also be a reference to the 7 lyric, "Your braids make a pattern." Taylor goes on to find a hidden door to escape from.
This person, whoever made this video, you're a Swiftie for sure. There's no way you're not a Swiftie. Whoever put this video, I don't know if the narrator even put together, but whoever did all these Easter eggs was ready for this. Like they watched this and they didn't sleep for like 3 straight days, and they're just making this video.
And she sings that, "I come back stronger than a 90s trend." This lyric likely references her major comeback after going on a musical hiatus following the public backlash she received after her feud with Kanye West culminated in his wife Kim Kardashian West publishing an edited phone call that villainized Swift. After a 3-year break, Taylor released her 6th studio album, Reputation. The album was widely recognized as the biggest album of 2018 and was followed by a record-breaking
Isn't that so impressive how a lot of artists are like terrified, or just a lot of people in the artist industry, or if you're a celebrity, how like terrifying it is to kind of like leave because you don't know if like you're like scared you're gonna become like irrelevant, or just like you know whatever that means. You're not gonna, you know, you're kind of like, people are gonna find new artists to listen to. And she kind of just left and came back and still sold more than anyone. And it shows like how powerful and how just at the top she got, like where she can just kind of leave and then come back whenever she wants, drop something, and it just does as well as something that, you know, she kept going. Or like Evermore, Folklore, how she kind of just dropped these albums out of nowhere and they're still, you know, easily #1 without any doubt. It's super insane just how the level she's gotten to, right? That's not something that you get overnight, or something that anybody can really reach. Like that's a rare, super rare thing. It's amazing. Absolutely, it's just super interesting to me. It always amazes me.
Reputation has been interpreted as Taylor's way of taking back control of her public narrative, and her opening the hatch could symbolize finding her way out of the box her fame had trapped her in. The next scene reveals Taylor in a hooded cloak,
That's
walking
actually
through a
really
snowy
cool.
forest. Here, Taylor's walking with purpose and giving off strong reputation vibes. Taylor's expression is fierce of anger, which seems to embody her Mad Woman lyric, "When you say I seem angry, I get more angry." She begins dancing around the golden bonfire with masked figures also wearing hooded cloaks. The golden flames and coven-like figures could be referencing more Mad Woman lyrics, like "Now I breathe flames each time I talk," and "Women like hunting witches too." Taylor told fans that Willow is about intrigue, desire, and the complexity that goes into wanting someone, and that it specifically sounds like casting a spell to make someone fall in love with you. Which could be why the group appears to be
why they're,
casting a spell,
casting a
as they all
spell.
move in sync around
Okay,
the golden bonfire
that makes
and
sense.
its orbs.
I
And the
think, dude, I picked like the perfect time to be a Swiftie, because it seems like more now than ever she's really truly herself and not trying to be, you know, like this person like she talks about, like where she felt like she needed to be like what people wanted, and she feels like she really truly is being herself. And it seems like, you know, she has, you know, like she's in control of her own life finally, and in control of just everything that happens, and she's able to respond to someone without, you know, feeling like she's gonna get back. Like she feels like she's really being like, she can be Taylor Swift, like who she really is, and she feels like, it just feels like she's really in true control of what her image is and just everything about it. Now that she, you know, just everything. I feel like the last step of her becoming like her true self was getting out of her last, or like big machine. Like now that she's with Republic, I feel like that was like her last like need of like being truly who she really is. I think it's a perfect time to become a Swiftie at this point, because it's really like, if you like Taylor Swift, it's really because she's Taylor Swift. She's not pretending to be anyone else to be liked or anything. She really is who she is for sure now.
Falling all around everyone, it's clear this scene represents
And you
winter.
can't say that about a lot of
We see Taylor
celebrities.
stop dancing after she spots the golden thread again and follows it out of the woods. The camera moves away from Taylor to reveal someone watching her and tearing their mask off. It's her lover, and he looks distraught, but we don't see if he follows the thread to Taylor. Instead, we're transported back to the cabin from the first scene as Taylor climbs out of the magical piano, just like in Cardigan. This time, she's wearing what looks like a pioneer woman's dress, which is the exact aesthetic she described when talking about her vision for folklore. And remember Taylor's reference to exile in the beginning of the video? Well, it looks like this time around, we may get a different ending. Taylor picks up the golden thread from the piano bench, and when she looks up, she spots her lover. Just like she sings an invisible string, one single thread of gold ultimately united her with her lover. The two approach one another and are finally able to touch, unlike earlier in the video. This could symbolize how pursuing a more private life allowed Taylor to find a lasting love. The last thing we see is the couple holding hands and walking out of the cabin into a sunlit forest. Despite singing on folklore about how she could never bring her lover peace, in Evermore, Taylor seems to be living in peace with her lover after all.
It's crazy. I'm so glad that she is just being private about a lot of her stuff, because I love that. I literally love that. I'd rather no one know about anything than us know. I know it probably sucks for some fans, because like everyone just wants to know, no matter what. Like part of us always wants to know what's going on, but it's just better. It's just better for them just to keep it private. That's what one of my favorite things always about Ed Sheeran was that he kind of just would come back, drop an album, and then you don't hear from him. Like he doesn't go on social media. He just is super private. Bought all the homes next to him. He's just, you know, you're not gonna know what he does every day. And that's why I'm super glad like what Taylor Swift's doing. It's so good for your mind to have this kind of privacy and just feel like it's your life and you're not being watched constantly. I think I'm actually super proud. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Everyone enjoyed. This was a super cool video. Let me know if they even missed anything. I don't know. You guys probably are like, nope, that's wrong. So yeah, let me know if they're wrong about anything. But that's gonna do it. If everyone enjoyed, new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button, click the like button. Let me know what you guys want to see next in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, follow my Instagram, check out my Patreon if you want to support channeling further, get some bonus content, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.